Get stoned faster.
Red talk, motherfucker, get down with it, identity, shitting all over all that fake bitches, man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side, bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe, boom, bitty, bye-bye, who's getting high, everybody is, bitch, watch our time flies with that real talk with a steel cog, taste it, jizz with a twist, and your chin on your face is, podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit, up the ante when they blaze, and I take it in, from the gays to the scum to the friends, every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had this energy. This is Ratt talk, catching Icebag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Horse got the boss weed, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see. Ratt talk.
Holy shit, it's been a while since we've done an episode.
We
since
still
I've
do
heard
this?
that. But welcome to the show, everybody. This is another episode of Ratt Talk.
Yay!
I guess I should just reintroduce myself since we haven't done a fucking episode in so long. But if you didn't know this, I'm Matt the Rat.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hey. Well, hello.
Nice to meet
There you
you.
go.
I'm Amanda.
Mm-hmm. That's you, huh?
That's me. I'm Amanda. But yeah.
Amanda, no cool name.
Amanda, no cool name.
Mm-hmm. You have to come up with a stage name.
I'm gonna let everyone else come up with the stage name, and I'll pull something that I like. And if I don't like any of them, then I'll make something up.
Nah, we get no involvement here.
No one cares
Well,
enough. No one cares
what's up?
enough about me to
What's
give me a
up,
stage
guys?
name. Hey, so it's been a while. Last time you did the show, it was actually without me. I had to dip out because you guys did it on a Sunday.
We did it on a Sunday. Well, actually, no, it was a Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
It was a Saturday.
It was a weekend, and I had to rush off to work.
Yeah, well, originally it was scheduled to go on during the day. I think it was like noon-ish where I had him. No, it was like 3 o'clock. I told him to come over at 3 o'clock. But we ran into all sorts of fucking problems because Facebook, for some reason, wasn't working. Like the live feed wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
And then we tried to do it on my phone, and then I realized the headphone jack on my shit didn't work, and then we couldn't.
Then you guys were recording it on his phone, which was actually super cool from what it looked like. It looked like because
it looked cool because it was a brand new iPhone, and it fucking records.
I didn't know new
4K
iPhones
shit.
film in 4K. That's enough. That would be reason enough for me to get a brand new
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
iPhone.
nuts. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, but
Like just the quality of it. I'm like, holy shit.
It was a real fucking shit show because nothing was working, and then by the time we did get it recorded, you're closing the window. God, it's so hot though. Fuck, it's starting to get so warm over here.
No, but the dog won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's all right. It adds character. It makes us feel like we're in their neighborhood. We're in the listeners' neighborhood.
We're in your backyard.
All the barking dogs and the sirens and everything. That's how we keep the window open.
Nah, the dog's being too loud.
But yeah, that was actually 3 weeks ago. It's been 23 days. I know because it says it on the SoundCloud. It actually says when I posted the episode. Yep, 23 days ago.
I think just the difficult part is scheduling wise, trying to get people on a weeknight, or you can do it on a weekend, but that's kind of hit or miss with me.
That's why I don't even give a shit anymore. So that's I've decided that I'm splitting Ratt Talk into 2 separate things.
Oh no.
Yeah, so because we need to find, because I want to find a shtick or something that is us that we can
you and me.
Yeah. So that way we can have regular shows on a weekly basis.
With something to talk about.
I think what I just need to do is have one show where I focus on that, and that's what that show is. And then I'm gonna have the guests on another show, like on a different time. So scheduling wise, it wouldn't fucking matter if the guests want to be on the Wednesday show. That is totally fine. We totally are.
So they can either do...
Yes, if they can't, but if they can't make Wednesday and we absolutely want them to be on the show, then we can tell them, okay, any other day. Yeah, any other day. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter. We have our times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can work it around. But yeah, I kind of like to do it that way because I don't know.
No, that sounds cool.
It seems like I'll be able to focus creatively and less obligated to find guests.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's another big reason why I don't do the show on a weekly basis. Because I feel like it's work. I remember I was saying that the last time.
Well, yeah. I mean, things are work. Hobbies are work. Everything is.
No, I know, but it was like work that I don't like doing.
Oh.
So.
Well.
That's why. Like,
life is effort.
No, it's just because like I was just so indecisive of what I wanted to do, so I decided.
That's true. I know. Yeah. Like we've kind of gone.
I want to have the weekly thing for sure, and then sprinkle in the guests here and there.
Well, I know we've had a lot of things that we've kind of started and haven't really continued on with.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why. Like, I feel like we can bring some of those things back, and start working towards being a real entertainment base.
Having guests on and entertainments and stuff. I think also sort of having consistent type segments that we do that we somewhat prepare that are easy to prepare on a weekly basis.
Yes.
Having those little things and having whatever works for us.
Yes.
All that good stuff.
Well, the one that I said was to do shows, but you don't want to watch anything that I ever want to watch. So.
I mean, I was interested in Umbrella Academy.
But you never asked.
I'm sorry. Well, I was into that first episode of Umbrella Academy.
It gets better. That second episode is so fucking dope. It's crazy. You find out where number 5 is, like where he was the entire time.
Mm-hmm. I can't even remember all the characters. I remember I was so good right after we watched it, and I knew all the characters and everything.
Yeah, that was right after we watched it. I got to start quizzing you on like the week after.
A week after. I can't retain information that long. I didn't do well. That's why I didn't do well in school. Literally, I would learn everything just for the test, and then I would forget it all the next day. And then
I didn't learn anything until the test. I was like, oh yeah, we did this, huh?
Oh, and then it would all come back to you when you were taking the test?
Yeah.
No, I would study my ass off for the test, and then I would literally just dump all of the information just out of my brain. Like, think of that episode of SpongeBob, where he's got all the little SpongeBobs running around in his brain, dumping everything, except fine dining and breathing. That's my brain after a test. It's literally like, okay, we don't need this anymore.
Another voice crack like that, you're out of here. No, please, I have 6 children.
I have a wife and 3 kids.
Oh, yeah, that's what he says. I have a wife and 3 kids.
I like how a figment of SpongeBob's imagination has a wife and 3 kids. Umbrella.
Damn right, Steven. Umbrella Academy was solid. This shit was dope. I watched it like 3 times.
What else is going on with this? Well, another big thing that's kind of occupying a lot of our time, effort, and energy is we're trying to move out of here.
Yeah, that is also another thing too.
Yeah, we're trying to get out of this room because basically our entire lives are confined to this room, and we need that to not be the case anymore. Just for our overall sanity and well-being, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, I want to be able to play my PlayStation.
You already do play your PlayStation. What are you talking about?
No fucking kids running around.
Oh, well, that's inevitable. There's always going to be children running around.
Not our place. Fuck that.
I mean, not for a while, shit. But no, we just knew we need our own little space. We're really boring. Well, none of our friends talk to us anymore because it's really just, I think that's another thing. We don't got really much going on.
Yeah, everyone's busy.
Everyone's busy working those 9-to-5 jobs, including you, though. Mm-hmm. But then I feel like...
Yeah, I know. I don't go anywhere.
I know, even on your... What's so crazy to me is I feel like if I want to have a Monday through Friday 9-to-5 job, so that way I can be like, woo, Friday night, I'm going to go out. Hey, Saturday, let's plan. Let's do something. Let's go to the beach. And then Sunday, maybe, have dinner, do a load of laundry, and then get ready for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's my ideal. That's what I'd feel like I'd be happy to do. Rather than my schedule now, I only get Wednesdays off now pretty much because one of my 2 jobs started scheduling me now Mondays consistently. So I work 6 days a week. My only day off I get is Wednesday. And that's it. And all that's really left for me to do once I get out of my weekend job is hit up a bar before last call. And that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. But you're still passed out at home, literally. I'll go to work and be like, oh, I'll expect to call you. And I'll be like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not partying. I'm not
yeah,
partying these
it's
days.
like I'm looking for the party, and I feel like you're like, oh no, Matt Rodarty, don't party.
Nah, not anymore. Fuck that.
See, that's the thing. That's the not anymore thing. I never had like a. I feel like this right now. This right now is my. I'm young. My parents don't tell me what to do. I can party if I want to, so I want to. Because in I guess
and you do.
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
On rare occasions, or if I just get fucked up at the bar. But that's just, I feel like it's a kind of sad kind of party, because it's just like a party of one, and I just get fucked up, and I'm like, woo, party, and that's it. But I feel like you in high school, you partied, you were allowed to hang out, and your home was kind of the party spot. Everyone would go to your house and hang out.
Yeah, for a little bit.
I feel like for a while, at least to my understanding, everyone talks about partying up in your garage.
It was alright.
I mean, I guess maybe it's just because I never had that kind of thing. I was always very, very sheltered up until I was, 19 years old. I
don't know. I didn't know you then.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
met you when you turned 20.
Oh, yeah, we met right around the time I turned 20.
Because we were already together when you turned 21.
That's right. So we met around the time we were both 20.
Yeah.
Because you had been 20 for a couple months, and I was turning 20.
Yeah.
And then we had our first date around that time. Okay, yeah. Trying to get all the timelines in order.
See, I remember.
But I didn't.
Oh, speaking of not remembering, we forgot our anniversary too.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Fun fact: we forgot our 5-year anniversary. It came and went, and we were like, "Oh shit, 5 years."
I thought I was the one that forgot for sure, because I totally forgot. I was like, "Oh shit." Facebook had to remind me.
That's funny. I had to. It was Mother's Day weekend, or I forget. Our anniversary always falls around.
Yes.
It's either fallen on Mother's Day or after, or sometime around Mother's Day. And unfortunately, because I work in the service industry, and that's when a lot of people like to go out, I have to work like a fucking dog all through Mother's Day weekend, because everyone wants to take out their mother and not tip their servers.
Yeah.
So
was it on Mother's Day?
No. One time our anniversary was on Mother's Day.
Was it this year, though, that was on Mother's Day?
No, it wasn't on Mother's Day this past year. It was on...
Was it Saturday? I think it might have been Saturday.
I think it was... Our anniversary was the Saturday before Mother's Day. And I was super busy. And then I worked a double shift on Mother's Day on Sunday, and we just didn't do anything.
I just thought I was in so much trouble.
I
was like, oh man, well at least I was honest.
And then it was funny because I was fucking exhausted, and you met up with me at the bar. I went to
D&B.
Yeah, I went to Dave and Buster's upstairs for my work, and I was there, and I was with a couple of people, and he joined me, and he was like, "It's our anniversary." I'm like, "No fucking way!" And then I realized, and I kind of looked at dates, and I was like, "Oh shit, it is."
Yeah.
So we forgot
the 10th.
I
thought it was the 16th.
I thought it was the
20th.
I thought it was the 20th or the 22nd or something like that. So long story short, we're both idiots who can't remember our anniversary.
Yeah.
But happy anniversary, I guess.
Yep.
You know what you
5
did?
years.
You gave me a really good back rub and foot massage after that long, stupid weekend that I worked.
Yeah.
So that was, I guess, a gift in itself.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I bought you a PlayStation, so that's like my excuse for the next couple of fuck ups and gift occasions. I'm just gonna say I bought you a fucking PlayStation that you ignore me for all the time.
That I ignore you for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ignore. Yeah.
Yeah, you ignore me and play PlayStation.
Yeah, you basically bought me the hooker. I'm cheating on you with.
Nope. And then you play Grand Theft Auto and beat up hookers.
Ironically. Ironically, that's exactly what I do.
Oh my god. What's up, everybody? All two of you are still listening. What's going on with y'all?
Can you get the bottle of wine that's on the counter right there?
That's our bottle of wine?
No, but it's my mom's. It's the bottle that my mom bought for Mother's Day that they never drank.
So
it's been here for a while, but they can't drink it. They thought they can't have red wine.
Oh, so we can have it? It's okay.
I'm just saying I'm gonna take it.
Okay, well, I feel like
just pour 2 glasses. Bring 2 glasses of wine.
I'm gonna bring everything in here. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak it all. Just run in there, grab the glasses, grab the bottle opener, grab the bottle, and run. Okay.
I know.
I feel like this is a fucking mission.
Like a secret agent. Hurry up.
I do feel like a secret agent.
Be like a ninja.
I don't feel welcome in the kitchen, so I gotta run back.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, D-Run, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Tonight? What time is it over there for you? Fucking 10:30? Fuck. Neon Funeral? Oh shit. Didn't you just have them on your podcast too? Today, dude, actually, I'm gonna finally play that Icebag Injury song that just dropped a couple weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago. I realized that I haven't been doing an episode in 3 weeks, so I need to make up for that. So we're gonna listen to the new Icebag single today. Don't worry, buddy. Fucking listen to that shit. But hey, man. I guess I can also drop this since I'm just by myself. No one can hear. Scribble is going to be on a future episode of Ratt Talk. He's confirmed it. He said he wants to do one. He's all about it. And by God, the shit that he's been telling me, man. When he's ready, when he's good and ready, it's going to be a fucking great episode, man. There's a lot of new shit dropping, and he's got a couple announcements to make. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I still got to schedule the date with them. Scribs.
Oh.
The Scribs, dog.
Yeah, isn't he making me delete everything? Because he's
Oh yeah, I got to do that after the episode. I gotta. I guess. I guess I shouldn't do that. Yeah, if you haven't listened to the Scribble episodes, stop listening to this and listen to those because those are going away for a while. I'm gonna have to archive those. Those are gonna have to be part of the secret stash. That if and when this podcast ever takes off completely, we'll have like a little incentive for everybody. Like I said, I got a handful of episodes that I never put out or anything, so we're gonna stash the previous Scribble episodes. We're gonna stash those, archive them because he asked me to, and we're gonna have this new episode that we're gonna do, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time all around. Are you okay there? You got it?
I did it!
Hey.
This is the first time I've ever successfully opened up a bottle of wine.
You made the kids happy.
Yay!
The kids love it. The kids love that you're drinking wine.
Oh,
Yay,
yeah.
alcoholism. Woo!
Yeah, when I'm a mom, the kids are gonna love when I drink wine.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be walking around.
Hi. Oh, what? Mm-hmm. Oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With your fucking wine glass. What kind of wine is it anyway? You know how we are all
the free kind.
We are connoisseurs of the alcohol that we drink and everything. We know everything about everything that is alcoholic. Ménage à trois. What?
Nothing.
What? Did I not say that right?
No, you did.
Yeah, what are you laughing for?
You know what ménage à trois means, right?
Sex?
It means a threesome.
Oh. Ah.
So I
All right.
Because I was going to say how you wish and
Yeah.
just making bad jokes. Don't mind me.
Well, maybe this wine will help. Drink up, honey.
Taste it. So what kind of wine? It is
It's a
Cabernet Sauvignon
Yeah.
from California.
A Cabernet what?
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon?
From
I don't have a joke for that
2016. Luxurious, rich, seductive.
It's got a high alcohol percentage. That's why I got it. I picked it out.
Well, this is a red.
Mm-hmm. Let me see this shit.
It's actually pretty tasty.
Well, I mean,
No, I was quoting The Office, and Michael Scott is like, "This is a red."
no, I don't
No?
remember that one. No, but there's big differences between the wines.
I mean,
like I can tell the difference between a Merlot and this. What
yeah.
Sauvignon.
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
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 Sauvignon. 7-Up.
Yes.
Cabernet 7-Up. Cabinet 7-Up. That's what I'm gonna start calling it now.
So
But,
wait, is
am I
before
gonna
I pour?
get any-
Yes. I'm just saying before I decide how big of glasses I'm gonna pour. Is this what we're doing for the night? We're just gonna get fucked up, drink this bottle of wine, and hang out.
I mean, I just want something to drink while I do this podcast.
I'll pour you a big ass. I'm gonna pour this whole glass.
Okay. Can I have a pint of wine, please? Oh my god. You know we are those fucking people though at the restaurants.
What people?
Those people. You know those people.
No, who are those people?
Those people.
I work at a restaurant. Who are those people? Tell me.
The people that get fucked up off of wine. When
Oh.
they're all trying to be fancy and shit.
That's fine. I don't mind when people at my work are trying to get fucked up. That's fine. As long as they're nice and they tip well and, like, they're not dicks to me, like, yeah, sure. And, I mean, if they get two, if they're having, like, you know, between the two of them, if they finish a bottle and they order maybe another bottle, I'd be like, well, how are we doing? Are we lifting? Or, like, kind of inquire.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that they're...
Nah.
It's my job. I'm supposed to. Did you hear? Okay, this is kind of interesting. In Texas, there was a bartender that was arrested because she served somebody who was a regular patron, and he was acting kind of weird. He was spinning a knife on the bar, and he was saying that just some really fucking sketchy, violent shit. And she called her manager and said, hey, like, should I call the police? And they said no. So whatever, she kind of talked to him, served him one more beer. He downed it, and he's like, all right, well, I got some business to take care of. And he drives off, and she doesn't get a good feeling, so she calls the police anyway. And then they get a call that the same guy, he went home, murdered his wife and like 4 other people.
Jesus Christ.
And she was arrested because she was the one, he was very, very intoxicated when he left. And since she was the one to serve him, she is arrested. I don't think she'll do much jail time, but
I don't know if she'll do any time actually because she's not.
I mean, she was
performing,
fucking.
Yeah, she was performing a public service. Like
she was fucking arrested though. Like I can't imagine like that. I think about that all the time. Now, like serving people alcohol, I'm thinking like, are you gonna?
Yeah, but it's not. No. I was gonna say it's not that bad, but.
I mean, it's not Texas, but.
Yeah, that guy was obviously fucking nuts. Anyway, like.
Yeah, but there's crazy people everywhere.
Yeah, you should know better.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just thinking like if you're serving alcohol, it's your responsibility to make sure that people are okay, you know, and that they're not gonna.
I guess.
But it's like at the same time, like if you took a taxi over there, are they gonna like arrest the taxi driver for dropping him off over where he was gonna kill the people? Like. You know, it's like how do you determine those kinds of things?
Yeah, but a taxi driver isn't giving you things that we know cause intoxication and people when they are intoxicated.
True,
do
but
really
if you're
fucking crazy shit.
If you're of legal age to be intoxicated, it's kind of your business unless you're acting crazy inside the bar and then the bartender has reason to not serve you. So I think the whole issue was, did she have enough reason to not serve him? Because she was kind of like things were kind of sketchy. Yeah. She did call her manager or her boss or whatever, and they were like, no, don't call the police.
Yeah.
So that's a little...
yeah, she definitely shouldn't have served him again, but I don't think she'll do any time. Like, I don't think there still is a...
I don't think she'll be able to bartend or serve anywhere ever again.
Why? Is that like part of her sentence?
No, but I'm saying I don't think, I mean, one, I don't think she would want to. And two, I guess, I don't know. I feel like... Yeah,
why wouldn't she be allowed to, though?
I think she would, I don't know. She's probably going to have, I think she might have to be on probation or do something, or she's going to have something on her record, and it's going to be difficult for her to get hired.
But I'm saying, like, she can probably fight this, because, again, that's just her job. It's, you know, it's her personal opinion to say... whether or not someone's too intoxicated. Mm-hmm. regardless of how intoxicated he actually was. Like, if that person thinks that they're still capable of, I mean, obviously it wasn't fucked up enough that she didn't trust him to drive.
No, because there are times when you serve somebody and you're kind of like, oh, they should not be driving home. And at that point, it's like...
Exactly. So if this guy composed himself well enough that she didn't think that, he can't drive home. I mean, again, what if he wasn't even that drunk? What if he wasn't drunk? And he was just fucking nuts?
They did. I think they checked his blood alcohol level. He was very intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm assuming because if the police come and whatever the fuck happens, they're going to see he's drunk and check his blood alcohol level. And probably ask him where he was and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. But again, I don't think she'll be. And I don't think she'll do any time.
Yeah, no hard time or anything, but
still. I don't think any time. When did this happen?
I heard about it like a month. I heard about like a month ago.
You're talking about old shit like that? God damn.
No, it was like a month.
Look it up.
A month? I mean, it takes a while for stuff to process and all that. I mean,
well, if anybody's heard that story or anything, because I'm sure somebody has already.
I can look it up, I guess.
No,
but yeah. Oh, what were you talking about? Oh, those people. Like, I don't think we're those people when we go to restaurants or anything. I mean, we get fucked up, but we're at least nice, and I tip very well. Because I have guilt. I feel like I'm always tipping at least 20%. Unless they were like really. What?
Just kidding.
Dude, it fucking sucks. After these last couple weeks, so I had Mother's Day weekend and fucking Memorial Day weekend, and it was fucking shitty ass tips, all across the board. It was a lot of like 10% tips, and people leaving like, oh yeah, like everything was great, thank you so much, and then leaving me like 10%. I'm like, ugh. And I don't think people know that there's something wrong with that. They think like 10%. They think like, oh, $20 is a good tip. Mm-hmm. And $20 is a good tip if your bill was $100, but...
There are people out there that think anything outside the actual bill is enough.
Yeah. There's people who think, oh, I'm only $5. That's a good tip. It's like, well, no. It just sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, explain why it's important.
I mean, I can bring out my pay stubs and show everybody. Servers are technically required.
Servers don't get paid regular wages. They don't get
Well, I guess technically in California, I guess it's weird because I guess in California it's slightly different. But essentially, servers have to declare their tips. They're taxed on their tips, and we also are required to tip out the rest of the support staff that helped us. So the host that sat at the table, they get a cut of our tips. The busser who cleans the tables, they get a cut of our tips. The bartender who poured the glass of wine, they get a cut of our tips. So if you leave your server a big fat zero, the server is expected to still tip out the host, tip out the bartenders, tip out everybody who helped them serve. So it's just kind of shitty.
But they don't have to.
We don't. What do you mean we don't?
But you don't have to tip out other people.
Oh no, we do have to tip out. There's no regular.
You do.
I mean, yes. At least where I work, we're expected to tip out. I mean, I guess if our sales are like $200, like let's say we got there, only served, say 4 tables because it was slow. They sent us home. Our sales are like less than $200. Then they're gonna be like, no, don't worry about it. Don't tip out the staff. But you know. If you worked a whole night and you had regular amount of tables, you're still expected to tip out because just because your table didn't tip you out doesn't mean...
It's your work that's just like, no, everybody gets a cut.
Well, they don't... Okay, my work doesn't regulate. So let's say if I did get really shitty tips for the night, unfortunately, my tip out for everyone else is going to be shitty because it's kind of a reflection of the tips that I made. But it just overall sucks because it's kind of like just because the table didn't leave me money doesn't mean that the bartender didn't work hard to make those cocktails and that the busser didn't work hard to clean the table, you know? Or the food runner didn't work hard and ran out all the extra sides that they requested. They all still did their work, so it's not fair for them to not get tipped out because I got a shitty tip. So it's kind of I was walking that line of like, okay, I can't tip you as great as I want to, but I still got to give you something. So and I mean, it's hard because especially when these are your friends. And I've worked at other restaurants where the tip out is actually required. Like you go at the end of the night and the manager, they look at your sales and they look at in the percentage wise. So they actually calculate saying, okay, give me $20 regardless of what you made. They're like, okay, give me this money because this is going to go to these people and give me this money. So you have to fork over an actual amount. That was how it was before. But at least where I'm at now, it's all done outside of the managers. It's just the servers say, okay, they look at their sales and they give the bartenders whatever it is they want, or the hosts whatever it is that they want. It's kind of fucked up if you don't give them the proper amount, and that can affect your work later, you know, because like if you give the bussers, if you tip them adequately and then some, they'll take a little bit better care of you when it comes to keeping your tables clean or helping you out with whatever. But it's little things like that. Service industry, I mean, I can go on, but it's kind of really boring. But the service industry, it can be great money, but it's also a lot of work. I'm not, and it's not like it's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. It's not life or death. I'm not, my life isn't at risk. It's just serving food. But I think just the running around and the constant need to be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you'd like. Even if it's like kind of a fucking bullshit request. It's that constant, like, okay, trying to just make sure that they leave happy. It can be exhausting. And then to do all that and to not be tipped out adequately for it is just a big slap in the face. So it's very much a gamble. As a server, you have the potential to make a lot of great money, but it doesn't matter how experienced or how good of a server you are. If there are shitty tippers out there, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. So you just have to work a lot of hours and take a lot of tables and take a lot of bullshit and hope that it's all worth it in the end. Like on Mother's Day, I worked a double shift. My sales were over $2,000. Yeah, I think it was like $2,100 were my sales for the entire day. And I only walked with like $200, which is not 12% of my sales. At least I don't think it is. I should have made a lot more. When I sat down and when I did the math, I should have made a lot more because I've worked just morning shifts just on their own, and I've walked with more than $200. So to work a double shift on a fucking holiday where it's just tons and tons of people. But yeah, okay, let's talk about something else because I feel like I bore everybody when I talk about the shittiness of my job. I hope to do something else eventually, and that's the goal. I don't want to do this forever. I told myself I didn't want to work fast food forever, and I got out of fast food. No, I don't want to work food forever, period. So no service, no. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry. My job is cool.
Your job is, I wouldn't say your job is easy, but your job is kind of easy. I don't think they expect too much from you. I think they expect you to show up on time and to do your job. And then that's it. You don't have to kiss customers' asses. You literally...
I don't have to deal with customers.
Yeah. You're literally... It's like working in a factory, or you're in a warehouse. It's literally, this is the task. Complete the task. Cool. Here is your next task. Complete that task. Do that for 8 hours. Go home.
Pretty much.
Whereas...
8 hours is a long time, though.
It is a long time. But you do get a break, though. I don't get breaks.
Yeah.
But
you don't work 8 hours. You work 6.
I've worked longer. As not at Wood Ranch at least, but I've worked 11 hours, 10 or 11 hours.
8 hours every day. Yes. Monday through Friday.
Yes. But you get half an hour lunch break or an hour lunch break?
Half.
And a half an hour? That's still not that bad.
Yeah. But it's
but then you do make more...
Cookie cutter. Like, it's very just same thing every day. Wake up, go to work, come home. Wake up, go to work, come home.
Yeah.
Wake up, come home.
I guess that's one thing that I'm at least thankful with my job because the, especially waitressing, I feel like the time goes by really fast when it's busy. Because it's all the constant anxiety of running around.
I get busy too, but it's sometimes, on the slow days, it's very fucking slow.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of how it is. Like, I'm not used to slow days because most of the days that I work are they're busy and running around. And then the anxiety of having to get everybody, like getting table 8 their side of ranch and table 10 their food's taking a long time, and then someone had a special request last minute, and just all the fucking running around of it makes time go by really quick.
Yeah.
And then you take go to the bar and you get to take a couple shots and you feel fine. That's it.
Yeah.
I read something along the lines basically saying that people who work in the service industry are more inclined to drink more. Waitresses, waiters, bartenders, all those.
Oh, I believe it.
They're more inclined
anybody in the customer service industry.
You're more inclined to drink more.
Retail, fast
I think it's
food.
something to do with basically just having to be like so fake happy and deal with a lot of bullshit and be like, oh yeah, I can help you out with that. Sure, yeah. All of that, like it's definitely it's not hard, but it's just emotionally draining after a while.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, once I realized, I think especially like after working for a few years in the service industry and kind of knowing how things go, I've definitely become more relaxed. One, because I realized that it's not life or death. It's just food. If you fuck up an order, nobody's going to die. They might not be
unless
happy.
They're really allergic.
Yes, but in that case, you take allergies seriously, which I think all servers would take an allergy seriously, you know? Creepers at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Yeah. D's talking about walking out of 7-Eleven with some dude. Careful, they'll shoot you, man.
Oh, yeah. Some dude got shot at our local 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
He got shot for stepping in when these two guys were trying to jump some other guy. And then he came in between like, hey, guys, like, leave him alone. And then pop, 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 shot him. And left him for dead. Pop, pop, pop. Just like that.
Just like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it sounded exactly like that.
Yep. Yeah, really fucking sad, though. Because, I mean, it's one of our local ones. Actually, I don't like that 7-Eleven just because a lot of people just lurk outside of it. I don't know what it is about fucking like shitty areas. Why is it that people just feel compelled to just sit outside of 7-Elevens and just hang out there, or like sit on their stoop or like on the street and just like chill and like watch who goes by?
What's wrong with that?
It's fucking weird. Like, why are you watching people? Like, I can't, like, it would
make sure no one's up to no good. That's why you got to keep an eye on the hood, man.
No, they're the ones that...
Keep it through, fool.
Shut up. But no, like, honestly, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, let's say we get a new place and, like, it's in a fucking shitty neighborhood. I got to park all the way down the street, walk up to the place, and on the walk over there, there's fucking just people just sitting there watching me. I don't know these fuckers.
We're not in fucking Compton. Nobody does that shit anymore.
No, but I've looked at a lot more apartments than you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I have driven through the areas, and even during the daytime, you got motherfuckers just sitting there watching people. And it makes me nervous. Like, I'll kind of I'll park illegally just so I'll be closer to the spot rather than have to park all fucking far and have to walk through that. And like, especially if I'm by myself. Are you kidding me? It's a lot scarier being a female. I feel like guys don't realize this, but there's a constant threat, and it's just this constant anxiety that someone's gonna fucking take you, grab you, or do something to you, and you're kind of powerless in it.
I don't think you give enough. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You look like you can fuck up most guys.
Well, thank you. But doesn't mean people won't try me. And I guess I'm waiting for that day.
Oh my god, it ain't that bad.
No, I mean it can be bad.
You sound like your mom right now.
Oh god.
Are you okay? Is the neighborhood all right?
Ugh. I mean, I'm not as picky as my mom.
There's a lot of weirdos that hang around there.
I'm not as picky as my mom.
I didn't even hear your conversation, but I know for a fact she said those exact words.
No, she said that she's worried I'm going to be accosted.
Okay.
She worries that someone's going to follow me into my apartment. Like, I'm going to be opening the door to my apartment. They're going to push me in. I'm going to be in there, and there's going to be no signs of forced entry, and they're just going to rape me, kill me, and rob me, or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And it's fucking frustrating. I'm not that scared. I trust in my capabilities and my awareness of the general surroundings of somebody's following me or whatever. Like, I trust. I'm not walking around with headphones with my phone in my face. Like, I'm not a dummy.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, you fucker.
Because you walk like that normally all the fucking time. Yes,
when I'm with you. Not.
You want me to seriously believe that you don't do that without me?
I don't.
You were doing it already when we first started dating.
Where?
All the time.
Where?
Everywhere we went.
Oh yes, I'm gonna walk through Compton, just on my phone with my fucking Beats headphones all out, just da 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 da. I got an iPhone, my Beats, not paying attention, with a big old sign that says "Rob me."
Okay, if you're walking around, yes, exactly. They might as well. That's what you might as well be doing if you're that stupid.
I'm not that stupid. See, that was actually why I would get mad at my mom, because she thinks that I'm a dummy who doesn't know how to protect myself or to be at least somewhat aware. And I feel like I'm already paranoid because I got that from her.
Well, you are definitely not aware. That is for sure.
Fuck off.
What? You are. You don't pay attention to anything. How many polls have you walked into as a child?
0, motherfucker.
I highly doubt that.
0.
I highly doubt that.
I've never walked into a poll.
I highly doubt that.
I walked into a person one time because I was walking around looking at a map on my phone.
I highly doubt that.
I have never done that. I swear, I would totally, I would admit shit if I was that bad, and I've never done that. I've never walked into polls. No, I pay attention to where I'm going. I mean, if I'm sitting somewhere, I might be going on my phone. But I'm not going to be walking around like la-di-da-di-da on my phone, running into people, falling off curbs and things.
I'm sure you have.
Oh, God.
It's okay. I mean, I've done it a bunch of times. It's all right. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen to me all the time. It's not part of who I am.
like that's your thing. You're just Amanda walking poles.
Amanda walking poles?
Yeah, because you're walking into poles.
That's a stupid name.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be creative here, all right?
Oops, I finished my glass of wine.
Oops. I'm almost done with mine. Hey, we should make a rap song. Finish my glass of wine. I'm almost done with mine.
Please don't.
What else are we going to talk about?
We forgot our anniversary. Did my little rant about the service industry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my dog died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was another thing. Okay, so no, we did do an episode after Anthony's. We did the Avengers recap, but I never posted that one.
Oh.
I never posted that one, yeah. Because I found out my dog died. So.
That's what it, yeah, you did that one. That one's another one that I left early for.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one didn't get posted because my dog died.
Yeah.
It's 3 times I said it. It's 3 shots everybody has to take. For Bear.
R.I.P. Bear.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't post anything on his Instagram, huh?
No, he's dead. He can't post anything on his Instagram.
I mean, you can post on his behalf.
No, we just tag him in a bunch of shit now.
Yeah. Well, Bear does have an Instagram. If you want to look at his photos and everything that he's tagged in, it's Bear the Dog 420. It was who's calling you?
Huh? Yes.
It's another reason we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We're, yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, Bear died. That's why I didn't post that episode. So there's another one that's going to go in the archives. What else happened? Something else happened after that, though. What happened last week? What did we do last week? Saw John Wick.
You saw John Wick?
Yeah. Well, last week was Memorial Weekend, and I did nothing Memorial Weekend. It was amazing.
I worked like a dog.
Fuck, I did nothing. I stood up and I played Grand Theft Auto 3. That's right, 3. That old PlayStation 2 game that I never beat as a child. I came back and conquered it as a man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, dude, that shit was fucking hard as a kid. That shit was hard without cheats too. I was playing it, I'd win as long as I could without cheating, and I broke. I had to use some. I didn't use too much that would give me too much of an advantage, but I had to. It was fucking hard. I mean, I used cheats back then as a kid anyway, and I still couldn't beat it, so it was nice to use a little bit of cheats and beat it.
Congratulations.
Hey, it was a big accomplishment for me, all right? Now I got Vice City to go. I'm going to play the shit out of that next. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that after the show. I'm going to fucking start playing Vice City. Or watch more Game of Thrones.
I guess I'll just finish the bottle of wine.
Not after you hit me.
Not after I hit you. Mm-hmm. Oh, like...
Hit me. Remember that hair on this episode?
No, which one was that? What do you mean?
When they go to the 8th grade dance, I think? I think it was 8th grade. The 8th grade dance? Mm-hmm. Or was it the 6th grade dance?
Oh, when Arnold and Gerald go to the dance with the 6th grade girls?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got like banana shoes on. Oh wait, no, that's not that
you're
episode.
getting two episodes mixed up.
2 episodes. Well, because they wear similar things. It's like they're wearing like these groovy square glasses and...
Yeah. Okay, so the one you're thinking about with the banana shoes was that was like the pilot episode when they got stuck downtown dressed as fruits.
Dressed as fruits, yeah. But no, the one I'm thinking of is they go.
Gerald, he goes into like his dad's like trunk or something, pulls out this like 1970s like how to be cool book, and they dress all groovy and they're like, oh, call your foxy lady and everything, and they dress all 70s.
Dude, Gerald's dad was a fucking pimp back in the day.
Now all he does is complain about the electric bill.
Oh my god.
Dude, I want to watch Hey Arnold now.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, that episode there, and then the boyfriend is over there at the punch bowl, and that's what he tells the kid. He's all, hit me.
I said hit me.
He's like, sir, I think you've had enough hits already.
Yeah, but he doesn't punch him or anything.
No, it gives him punch.
Yeah.
It
gives him a punch.
Yeah,
get it?
Yeah. Huh? Get it? Oh man, Rick and Morty is coming back in November.
Hell yes.
I want to talk about that. We don't have to talk about that, but I want to.
I mean, there's nothing really to talk about other than
I'm excited.
It's going to be another season. I don't think we're going to get anything that we want out of it. Everyone's just like, oh, are we going to get more answers to this, and that? And I am going to say no, because it doesn't mean anything. Life is there's lots of unanswered things, and I don't think Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, they're going to give us the satisfaction of knowing the answers that we want to know, because nothing really has meaning. Just go watch cartoons. What's the quote? I can't even remember that.
What, from
Rick and Morty?
No shit, from Rick and Morty. You mean the show we've been talking about for the last 5 minutes?
No, I'm trying to think of the episode.
Yes, I know. What episode are you talking about?
Come watch TV.
Oh, that's the first interdimensional cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rixty Minutes.
Yes, but what's what does he say?
He says...
I just know it ends in come watch TV.
No, yeah, he says nobody belongs anywhere.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I
None of this matters. Nobody belongs. No, nobody belongs anywhere. We're all so nobody belongs anywhere. We're all gonna die. Come watch TV, but I don't know what the quote is like.
Nobody exists on purpose.
Yeah,
nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV. I literally think that's like what they're gonna do to us for the series of Rick and Morty. Like whenever it ends, we're not gonna have any type of closure. What stuff means.
We might get the death of Mr. Poopy Butthole though, because remember he's aging faster than anybody.
Yeah, because...
So he's going to be an old man and he's going to die. We're going to die.
Sure, maybe they'll give us that. But I don't think we're going to know the origin of, like, where their... where Beth's mother is, or... if Morty is actually Rick's original Morty, because that's another... All the fan theories, I'm pretty sure that Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, they probably look at all the fan theories and they're like... we're not going to do any of this. We're not going to give anyone the satisfaction of knowing the answers, because essentially...
Justin Roiland looks at Reddit, that's for sure.
I think the whole point of the show is encompassed in that quote. Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's going to die. Come watch TV. So we're all trying to rationalize this, and they're just saying, just watch the fucking cartoon. I think that's the overall point. And then I'm sure everyone's going to freak out about the ending, like whenever it does end or whenever the last season is, and it's going to be like, whoa, what? Da, da, da. And it's going to be, everyone's going to freak out like Game of Thrones. And it's going to be like, it doesn't matter. Or it's going to end like The Sopranos, just being like just blackout, like nothing, like, boop, that's it.
That's how you think Rick and Morty's going to end. That's what you think Rick and Morty is.
Not like a blackout or anything, but I just think we're not going to get all the answers that everybody wants to have. I think all the Reddit threads, everybody's speculating, all of these fan theories, they're all great. I don't think they're going to go with any of them. I think they're just probably going to be like, fuck you, this is our TV show. We're not going to give you any type of answers, I think the moment
what's wrong with that, though?
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying like that's what's going to happen. I'm more addressing any of those who have the fan theories, because I know since we've talked about Rick and Morty, because we were pretty much into it since the beginning of it. Just all these theories. Oh, like, what if this is that? What if this? And you knew all the episodes, and you could literally.
Because they've already been hinting at a storyline already. That's why people are going above and beyond and thinking of this, because they do reference a lot of past stuff that is going. So us as human beings love a good story or a mystery or whatever. Mm-hmm. So of course we're going to want to imagine that all of those things are correlated somehow, but in reality, they probably aren't.
No,
they most likely aren't, actually.
We want to.
So it doesn't really matter that. Yeah.
We want to, but unfortunately, I
think that's what Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon like, though. They like doing that for us. They like giving us something that can create our own imagination. I mean, look,
a teaser of a story that we are talking about.
No, just give us the opportunity to be creative and to make up our own story. And everybody has this one basis.
So many people, they're going to want answers to it, and I don't think they're going to give it to us.
No. Of course not, because that's not what a good writer does. I mean, a good writer will wrap it up.
I don't know about that. I feel like there's a lot
of... We'll wrap it up, adequately enough to give some sort of satisfaction when it ends. Yeah. But until it ends, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't think it matters.
I'm curious. I think I was expecting more after coming from season 2 to season 3. We were all expecting some kind of whoa, holy shit, Rick's in jail. What the fuck's happening? We're all expecting. Literally, they undid that. They hit the reset button in one single episode with everything. That's kind of the moment that I realized that there ain't gonna be any type of
storyline to follow.
Not necessarily storyline to follow. There's obviously a loose little storyline. But
I mean, because how do you know that isn't just the story in itself already? Rick goes to jail. Whoop, he gets out all of a sudden. That's it. End of story. On to the next one. New story, next episode.
Kind of like the 1 minute mysteries.
Yeah, exactly.
The interdimensional cable, what they do. Like, wow, that was a quick one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, because, again, this show is not, I mean, it's just a fucking show. But it's a show that creates a basis for everybody to follow. So that's why there's comic books now. That's why there's fan theories. That's why they're able to do the show for 9 seasons. Who knows? Like, they got 9 seasons. Yeah, they got 9 seasons, but who knows? Like, what if they decide that, like, hey, you know what? We're not going to do 9 seasons.
We're
gonna do 5 and do 2 movies.
I don't think they're gonna give us a movie.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Why not? Why wouldn't they want to get, like, especially, like, that would be a good move for them as far as, like, money wise, and they get to throw everything, like, they can just all mind fuck us real quick with, like, this epic tale of Rick and Morty real quick. And it's not going to matter. It's going to be like watching one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Just a lengthy one.
Well, whatever it is.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't. I think that's the point I was trying to make. That it doesn't matter. So I'm kind of just in it for
I just hope they go back to the way season 1 was. Like, every episode was different, something new.
I think they're gonna do that with a slight.
They obviously care about character development, though. Like,
correct. I think what they're gonna do, it's still gonna be kind of the random nonsensicalness, and there's no real continuity, except they're gonna throw out maybe 1 or 2 elements that are gonna give us some elements of character development and storyline.
I hope they bring back interdimensional cable.
Yeah, I didn't like what they did with the interdimensional
or at least
cable.
a ball fondlers episode.
Dude. Yes.
That would be cool.
That would be amazing. That was
Mr. Pickles did the same thing, kind of. Because on Mr. Pickles, there's a TV show that they were always watching called Astronaut
Dolphin Detective.
Yeah. And there was one episode where it was Astronaut Dolphin Detective. It was the whole episode of Astronaut Dolphin Detective.
Oh my god!
Instead of a traditional Mr. Pickles episode.
Mr. Pickles, that show is so fucked up.
Mr. Pickles.
I love it. It's so fucking funny. But I feel
hilarious.
like it's one of those shows. I don't even know how to explain it. I think it's like I don't want to say I can tolerate it in small doses. But I feel like I can't sit there and binge watch it. I feel like
I could sit there and watch the whole motherfucker.
Really?
I fucking love that shit.
I think I can watch it for a good couple hours and then be like, okay, I need something that's a little less
gory, a little less blood.
No, I mean maybe.
My eyes are too sensitive.
No,
that's what you are.
I mean, I'm not sensitive to gore.
House. Hey, Scribble.
Hey.
Scribdog Dungeon Master. Oh my god, Keeper of Dragons. Damn, dude, you just watch Game of Thrones, huh? Fucking D-Run.
Nerds. You doing a Rat Talk episode? Hell yeah.
Yeah, Scribble is.
Oh,
well, he says he is. He better. He promised.
I'll believe it when I see it.
We're gonna fucking do this.
Calling you out, motherfucker. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude, I already dropped the news too that you're doing. Oh, what I didn't say though is that Scribble himself has Sam Rivers of Limp Bizkit on his next mixtape.
Really?
Yep, that is a for sure deal. For sure happening. Sam Rivers of Limp Bizkit is going to be on a Scribble mixtape.
Dope. I'm down.
Sam Rivers is the bassist. He's the bassist of Limp Bizkit.
It's still pretty cool, though.
What do you mean it's still pretty cool? It's fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? That's fucking badass,
you said,
dude.
oh, well, it's the bassist. I'm like, yeah, it's still pretty cool. Like, regardless.
Oh, I thought you were saying, oh, it's still cool because it was Limp Bizkit. Like, fuck yeah, dude.
No, because you said,
why are you hating on the biscuit, dude?
No, you said it's the bassist, and I said that's still cool. That's what I said. This little ninja. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't really have many Limp Bizkit stories other than the fact that I went on a roller coaster at Universal in Florida. And there's a roller coaster where you could actually pick the song that's playing and it's timed. They make sure they pick songs that are all timed perfectly to the roller coaster. And I picked a Limp Bizkit song. And it was actually pretty cool.
What song?
Rolling. It worked out. It was just because I think, and then I picked a couple other songs because I went on it, I think like 3 times while my mom and my brother wanted to go do the Shrek thing. I was like, what? They're like, they have that.
Shrek 4D.
They did the Shrek 4D. I was like, oh, they have that in Hollywood, and I have a pass for the Hollywood one. I don't need to go do that one. So I literally
Squid Biscuit.
Squid Biscuit. Yeah, I rode that roller coaster like 3 times, and then first I went in there. I went to like the metal section, and I picked Limp Bizkit, and it was fun. And then I can't remember which other ones that I picked for the second or third time.
I wonder what other songs they had in any other genre. Like I feel like metal's the only type of music you can listen to on a roller coaster.
They had rap.
But who's listening to rap on a roller coaster?
I don't know.
What song can you listen to on a roller coaster?
I don't know. Oh, I think they had California Love on there. They had
on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean they had a whole bunch of shit on there. They had country, and they had a whole bunch of other shit.
God.
But like I was just like, duh, rock metal, and you only have I think like 30 seconds once you sit down to pick. Like, because they put a screen in front of you and there's a little timer, like, okay, pick. So, like, so I go by genre. So I just immediately went to,
30 seconds is a long time. Why are you all on a fucking 30-second time limit?
Because I wanted to see my options. And I remember there were a lot of options. I want to look this one up and remember, like, which ones were the options. But I just remember.
You're the only person I know that's like, all right, 30 seconds.
Well, I wanted to look at all my
done.
options.
Man, that was 3 seconds. I know, but I'm done. I'm finished.
No, I wanted to look at all my options, and I remember there were a lot of options, so I scrolled through all the options, and then just going back, my best option, I was like, okay, Limp Bizkit, this should be cool. And it was cool. So thank you, Limp Bizkit, for making my roller coaster experience more fun.
Well, thank God for Limp Bizkit.
God bless Limp Bizkit.
Oh, man. I choose a 6ix9ine song. Oh, my God. Shut the fuck up,
got
dude.
That
oh,
drip,
my
drip,
God.
got that something, got that something. Eat that dick like it's free.
All right.
Whatever the fucking song is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, he does. Okay, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the person.
No.
No, he
bad enough his name's on my comments.
There was an interview that I saw him do, and he's just like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. And then the girl was like, oh, it's got a flow to it. And he's like, I don't know. He kind of basically admitted that his lyrics were shit. Like, he's like, he said the lyrics, and they're like, yeah, it's got a flow to it. And he's like, still, it's like, he knows. He knows what he's doing.
They're becoming self-aware.
But just like fucking, I feel like Post Malone is also, I put Post Malone in that category too, because I think he has an appreciation for like rock and metal. And I saw a recording of him doing a Rage Against the Machine cover, and it sounded really fucking cool. And he could easily be in that genre if he wanted to, but he chooses to be in the hip hop and rap genre. He chooses to make money off the fucking dumb fucks who like listening to whatever the fuck that is.
Fuck Post Malone. Fuck. Here, D. Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess we can just tap it right here, guys. It's been an hour. It's been a lovely hour. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll get back on our weekly basis shit. Like I said, we're gonna come up with something eventually.
Maybe if we had a bottle of wine every episode.
That's why I drink every episode in general, so it doesn't have to be wine. But let's
get a different.
Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be wine?
Because wine, I feel like, is like. I enjoy wine, getting wine drunk.
Okay. I enjoy just getting drunk.
I mean, I like getting drunk too, but there's something special about wine drunk. He said his music is trash, but he's hot trash.
Stop trying to read the comments, goddammit.
Well, it's true. Whatever. Fine.
All right.
I'm gonna drink my wine. Peace out, bitches.
Anyway, we're gonna tap it right here, guys. Cap it. I said tap it. Cap it.
Cap you.
So you know how we're gonna end this? We always end it on a motherfucking song, and of course, you know, we haven't done an episode in a while. But since we haven't done an episode, this little band that we know that we love and adore and want to be inside of is a band called Icebag Injury, and they dropped a fucking new single a couple weeks ago. But like I said, it was a couple weeks ago. It says right here, 2 weeks ago. Bam, 2 weeks ago. That's when they dropped this motherfucker. It's Life Turned Cold. Their new single, their new album's coming out late summer. I think that's what they said. But
CJ said never. He said, "Fuck you guys. I'm never putting the album out. Y'all suck."
Man, we'll fucking get it out of him. We'll get it out of him for sure. But thank you everybody for listening. Thank you D Rotten. Thank you from the Dungeon Podcast for sponsoring this one.
Thanks everyone.
And we'll
Thanks for listening.
catch you guys next week, hopefully. So take it on an Icebag Injury. Life Turned Cold, guys. Late.
Okay to take someone's life? If they mean to do harm to myself or my family, I'll do anything I can to prevent them from doing it. If it means taking their life, fuck them. They've chosen their path.
Excuses come quick. Punishment will be swift. You fucking talk, you are meant for this. Bottom line is you're a bitch. Step to me, know you wouldn't fucking let into me. Know I hate you just as bad. On to me, something that you're fucking not LTC. Let them go until I'm gone. You're a fraud, don't even try. I keep my friends close, cause I'm damn alright. Pressure's on, don't get to my face. I could've ran back, cause I know you'll break. Step to me, I see red, you're saying black. Into me, now I hate you to the bed. On to me, something that you're fucking on. LTC, let them go until I'm gone. You and Chris, it's fucking in. You're the first motherfucker to some shit. Don't care about the struggle, don't care about the streets. You can give a fuck what this means to me.